Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump, and today I'll be reviewing Silver Linings, which is the third and final episode of the Spider-Man City That Never Sleeps DLC, and this was released back in December of 2018. Now, the main plot of this particular episode of the City That Never Sleeps is that Hammerhead has started stealing Sable technology. And Sable was a character that was introduced was the main character in the plot for the original main Spider-Man PS4 game, and this basically means Sable just wants to get her technology back and help and use it to help out people, and this basically means that Spider-Man and Silver Cable basically team up. And I think this is a nice finish for the final for the City That Never Sleeps, because it feels like you're taking down because you basically are taking down Hammerhead himself, and it kind of feels like this is sort of the nice wrap up of the entire PS4 Spider-Man game story, which I think is quite nice. I like with the other interactions with some of the other characters like Yuri and Black Cat in the Heist and Turf Wars episodes. I do like the interactions with Silver Cable and Spider-Man, especially this one moment where Spider-Man keeps offering Silver Cable a high five, and then Silver Cable does, and I think that's a nice little interaction between them. I think it kind of signifies that they're getting used to each other and they're kind of warming up to each other as well, and I think it was quite fun. And I think it just feels like just a nice. It was really cool and it's really nice. And also, I do like how with Hammerhead himself in this episode, he's more cybernetic than he is human, because in the city, in the heist, you see him just a human, just him just walking about in the darkness and stuff, the whole mafia mobster boss kind of guy. And then in Turf Wars, you see him in this more powered up armor. Then towards the end in Silver Linings, he is more cybernetic, and he's basically a cyborg. And yeah, and you basically team up with Silver Cable to basically take him down, which I think is quite nice. And yet again, in terms of the non-story moments, Screwball, she's back for the final time, and I do like how once you've finished all of her task stuff, all her side missions, you get to go to this sort of roof party thing, and you basically chase her around New York, kind of like how you chased the Shocker around in the early parts of the Spider-Man PS4 game, which I think is quite nice and interesting and cool. And I think that's quite nice, but again, I don't like the gadget missions. I've explained this before, yada yada yada. So yeah, I would say, I'd say for the main plot is a nice finish and a nice end to the main game. If we're like wrapping up any loose ends. And also, I like how in all three of the DLCs, Spider-Man has been giving Miles Spider-Man lessons, because towards the end of the main game, Miles Morales had been bitten by a spider. So I do like how in the City That Never Sleeps, Spider-Man has been giving Miles lessons, and at the very end of the city of Silver Linings, that you get to see the two of them training, which I think is quite nice, and that's like a nice sort of end of the story. And then come the events of the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, and then we're gonna hopefully see what happens in the sequel to Spider-Man PS4 2. I would say so. Yeah. So overall, I would say that Silver Lining is a nice finish off to both the main story as well as the City That Never Sleeps of Spider-Man, and I think it's just a nice, enjoyable bit of story. And yeah, I like all the interactions with the characters, mainly between Spider-Man and Silver Cable. I think that's quite nice, and it's just really enjoyable. So that's been my review for Silver Linings. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.